Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and all the mothers who play the role as fathers. Happy Father's Day to you too. My name is Tony Drake. If you haven't heard of me before, I went from being fat to fit, back to fat again after a relapse. And then I finally made a complete lifestyle change and lost a total of 130 pounds, dropped 32% body fat. Now I'm helping men and women from all over the world do the exact same thing, lose the weight they want, keep it off for good, and have a phenomenal lifestyle change for the future. So today I want to talk about something special for Father's Day. I'm going to go ahead and read this post right here that you see. And then I want to get your thoughts, of course, but I'm going to share mine as well. Not only being a father, but also being a heavy kid when I was younger in my, preteens, teenage years, all the way up until adulthood. Okay. So the post reads like this. I've always struggled with weight and emotional eating. I've tried therapy, diets, everything, but can't seem to dial in. My son is 3.5 years old, and my biggest worry is him also being a big kid and me letting him down. I guess I don't know the point of this post, but just wanted to share with fellow dads at 4 a.m. Time to get back on the wagon. So let me go ahead and just take these glasses off real quick and just talk about this with you guys. Because as a father myself, I share that sentiment with him. Because as a 12-year-old kid, I weighed 255 pounds. I was bullied. I was teased. I was spit on. I had sodas and Slurpees thrown at me. I was told I'll never be anything in life. That was stuck in my hair for a very long time. Now, for this person right here who says, I don't know what to do, like my son is 3.5 years old. I don't want him to be like I was when I was a kid. I totally respect that. Number one, why? Because you're being vulnerable and transparent. You're being open about this. This is great. A lot of us will sit there in isolation. We'll have all these negative thoughts in our head, which leads to negative actions. And then we get negative results. And then we'll go around and say, well, nothing worked for me. And then we'll blame everything else. But we're the one that has to take that responsibility. Okay. So as a father myself, I share that sentiment. 12 years old, 255 pounds. I was 5'6". I weighed more as a 12-year-old than I do now as a 48-year-old man. I understand and I feel that. When he says such thing as I've struggled with emotional eating, I share that sentiment too. At times I was sad, I was happy, I was stressed, I was depressed, I was anxious. And all those times I resort to eating. I wasn't eating healthy food, I was eating junk food. 5-roll tacos, nachos, carne asada fries, chimichangas. I'm in San Diego, so Mexican food is like the thing here. It was always emotional eating choices that I made. And it was the junk food that I ate, not healthy food. I'm running to the sodas. I'm running to the chili cheese dog at 7-Eleven. I'm getting the nachos where you could just squirt the cheese all on the thing. And if I put my mouth underneath the cheese fountain, but Snickers ice cream bars, I ate it. So anything that had to do with junk food, I ate it. So that's why I led up to getting up to 255 pounds at 12 years old in the 6th grade. Now, as a father, I look at my daughter. I don't want her to take that same road that I did. So now that I know what to do for the rest of my life, going from fat to fit, relapse, went back to fat again, and then finally made a lifestyle change, I'm going to do everything I can, leading by example, not saying it, not talking about it, not showing other people, but I have to lead by example. I have to live it every day. So the healthy choices in food I have to make, making sure that I'm at the gym every day, getting that workout in, coming back feeling better. So today I asked my daughter, who's 7.5 years old, and I said, okay, when it comes to what mommy and daddy do on a daily basis for work, what do you say? And she said, well, my mommy, she's a nurse. She works out. She has her clients that she takes care of. And daddy, he is on social media and he works out. He goes to the gym because he wants to help people get stronger and lose weight. She notices what we do as mommy and daddy. We're talking to her about it because we live it on a daily basis. So it makes it a lot easier for us to explain things to her. Or there have been a few times where I have taken her to the gym with me, do a little cute workouts, nothing strenuous to where, she's squatting 225, but it's living and leading by example. So when I take her into the gym and she sees other guys coming around and they're like, hey, what's going on, Tone? What's going on, Drake? And she sees that interaction, that friendship, that camaraderie, we're all together and they're lifting weights and I'm lifting weights. And she sees that sticks in her head. Wow, daddy's lifting weights with other men out here, other dads perhaps. And then when we're eating dinner, we're making sure that we're giving our body healthy foods. When we go out to eat, we make sure that we fuel our body with healthy foods, with nutrition. We nourish our body. Now, will we have junk food from time to time? Of course we do. But we know how to make sure that we're nourishing our body first. And then if we do want to have some French fries or some nachos, And we're going to have that, but towards the end of our meal. But the main thing is nourishing our body first. We have to make sure that we're living and leading by example. So for the dad who's saying you have a 3-year-old son, 3.5-year-old son, who I don't want them to be like that. The only way that you'll be able to establish that is by living and leading by example. I don't want you to be bullied because you're a big kid like dad was, and you're sitting over here with a whole bunch of beer. You have all these French fries, chips, cookies, donuts, ice cream, and you're like, hey, one day I'm gonna start. No, because your kids see what you do. They hear what you say, but more importantly, they see what you do. So action is the key. Taking the next step and sticking with it is the key. When you have that motivation there and then it goes away, think about what you said. I don't want my son to be bullied as a kid like I was. You put that in front of you, that's now your new purpose. And if you have that purpose in front of you, it's going to stick with you for a long time to where you don't have to rely on motivation because motivation comes and goes, but purpose lasts forever. And if you have that purpose in front of you and you say, you know what, I'm going to get up every day, even if I don't feel like getting up, I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to take care of my body. And when I come home, my son or my daughter is going to feel that energy because I feel so much better. I'm able to give that to my kids as a dad. I want to be their superhero. I want to be super dad. Am I saying you have to go squat 450 pounds every day or do curls at 75-pound dumbbells? No. But what I am saying is the energy that you give to them is based off of the energy that you're feeding yourself. And if you keep feeding yourself the junk food, the alcohol, the vices, the pills, the quick fixes, the shortcuts, they will notice that when they see daddy coming home tired. Oh man, go fetch me a beer, son. Go fetch me a beer, little girl. You know what daddy wants. Go get daddy's favorite beer. Is that the example that you want to live by and lead by? I don't think so. And for you dads out there who may be going through this, please listen to this, share it, listen to it again over and over and over. So, as fathers, we have to prioritize being present in giving our best, being present in living our best. Because if we're not going to do that, somebody else is going to step in and do the exact same thing for them. When I was growing up in the 90s, if the father wasn't around, people were quick to join a gang. That's their new father. That's their new fatherhood. That's their new community. Now we got social media. So all your kids have to do is click on the TV, look at it on their phone or their iPad. Ooh, I want to be like this. Not you, daddy, because you fat. I don't want that. I want to be strong like him. And you over here like, well, what about me? No, daddy, you kept saying what you're gonna do, but you didn't do it. So I'm gonna just follow somebody else. And now you feel ashamed. When your daughter sees that, and your daughter brings home someone later on and they're resembling their father, and you're like, well, why did you pick that guy? Well, because he's resembling you, daddy. You're my first love. And so you told me, daddy's going to be your first love. And the man you end up marrying most likely could resemble daddy. And you're like, wait, no, no, no. But I told you I was going to try. I was going to do it. Yeah, you kept saying you were going to do it, but you didn't do it. So that's why I say now, take action now. Have that purpose in front of you. If you have to stick a post-it on your head and say, you know what? I don't want my son or my daughter being bullied. I need to be that superhero for my kid. I don't care what it is. But fathers, if you are struggling with that, you have to put that purpose in front of you right now. Not now, but right now. Because otherwise, somebody else going to come in, swoop your kids up, and your kid's imagination is that person who came in. Be that superhero for your kid. Be that superhero for your son or for your daughter. But it starts with you, fathers. Okay, so this post, I love it because number one, I could resonate with that. When I found out that I was going to be a girl dad, I'm like, oh man, okay, wait a minute. Hold on, player. You can't be this fat dad. Your daughter's going to want you to run and play, pick her up, swing her around. If you're sitting here all lazy and tired all the time and you're choosing vices over those memorable moments with your daughter, you're going to look back one day and say, I wish I would have, instead of saying, I'm glad I did it. So that right there sparked a whole new purpose for me in life. And so I started making those changes on a daily basis, making sure that I'm going back to nourishing my body, fasting, exercising. And that was the purpose that helped me get from where I was at that time to where I'm at now, where I want to be. So you got to look at it and say, okay, you know what? Motivation, that's going to come and go. But I realized there's something bigger than that. And the purpose is, I don't want my child being bullied like me. I don't want to be this big dad trying to chase after my son or daughter and I'm running out of breath. I don't want to be that dad that goes to the top of the stairs, sits down, and then my son is offering to bring me water like one of my friends. That was his change. His son was like, are you okay, dad? Are you okay? You want me to get you some water? In that moment, the switch came. No more of this. When you pull up to your kid's school, how are you pulling up? Do you pull up feeling good about yourself? Do you pull up feeling confident about yourself? What are the other kids saying? Because kids say the truth. They just tell it like it is. They don't hold back. But of course, our kids will want to protect our feelings and say, no, they didn't say anything. But you just never know. So the main thing is this, fathers, do you want to be that superhero for your kids? Or do you want somebody else to come in and be that superhero for them? I want you to really think about that. It's reality. It's happening. So for the dad who said, you know what, I'm an emotional eater. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying to get back on the wagon. I get it. That's who you were, but you don't have to continue to live like that. And choose emotional activity instead of emotional eating, because you're not by yourself anymore. You have someone who's looking up to you and someone that you have to look after. And if you're going to keep putting emotional eating in front of you, you're also putting it in front of them too. So just remember that. So for all the dads out there, if you are struggling with that emotional eating, if you are struggling with the yo-yo diets and losing weight and putting it back on, or if you just don't know what to do, just go ahead and comment the word reset in the comments below. And I'll make sure to send you my guide for free. So this way you can at least get started. Pretty much everything that I've done to lose 130 pounds to help men and women from all over the world get started on their weight loss journey and continue on their journey, but also to help build that confidence back up and to carry it with them for as long as they live. Because who's looking at you now? Your offspring, your kids, your children, your love, the ones who look up to you. That's my daddy. That's who I want to be like. But the choice starts with you. If you want to sit on the excuses side, go ahead. Watch all the other superheroes winning. Or if you want to come to the progress side and get the results that you've been looking for and also live great, give great, because you look great and feel great, do it for them. But most importantly, do it for yourself first. I'll see you in the next video, fam. Let's get it. Yeah, that.